Hello and welcome to my channel. I have not posted a video in a really long time. Today I'm going to be answering a few questions regarding modeling and photography because those are the two questions that I've gotten the most. So yeah, let's begin. So the question that I absolutely get the most is, how did you start modeling? For some of you that may not know, I model and I do photography. The camera that I'm using right now to record this is the same exact camera that I use to shoot. I use a Sony Alpha 6000 with a... I can't think of the lens. I'll find it on Amazon and I'll link everything below. I recommend a Sony Alpha 6000. We can go ahead and start with those questions since I'm already talking about it. I shoot with the Sony Alpha 6000. The kit lens is great. I totally recommend it for a starter camera. If you are just starting in photography, or if you want to like dabble in photography and video, I definitely recommend it. Most people, when they're looking for cameras, they're looking for clarity and how sharp it is. I can honestly say, using the Sony Alpha 6000 and the kit lens, the quality is great. I love it. It has a lot of perks too. If you're really new to photography and you're not great in Photoshop, this camera is great because you can literally transfer the photos from your camera to your phone. The camera has Wi-Fi, which is really cool. You can do the same thing with videos as long as your settings are on MP3 mode. After you transfer your photos to your phone, you can go ahead and use Photoshop Express. It's an app in the App Store. If you're starting in photography, I recommend Lightroom. Lightroom is very close to Camera Raw. Camera Raw is in Photoshop. You basically do the same thing. When using Photoshop Express, which is Photoshop Mobile, it's basically Camera Raw that you'll be using and Lightroom. So back to modeling real quick. So I actually created a blog post a long time ago on my magazine's page. It's called Versified. I don't know if you can like see the logo, but Versified basically was started about a little over a year ago actually, and it's had its ups and its downs. We have over 60,000 followers on Instagram, so I recommend you go check that out and submit some of your content. I started modeling when I was 19 years old, and I ended up making a blog post probably about a year later when I turned 20, because a lot of people would ask, hey, how'd you get started in modeling? So I made a blog post called How to Get Started in Modeling, which I will link down below too, but I'll go ahead and answer those questions too. So the first question, to start, who am I and why should you listen to me? My name is Alexis Brown and I currently reside in North Carolina. I'm signed with Zane Models in Nigeria and I've been modeling since I was 19. I'm now 22. I'm nobody special, but a lot of people tend to ask me about modeling. So that was the intro paragraph of that. This is actually updated because I currently am signed with Zane Models in Nigeria and I'm 22 years old. So a follow-up question might be, hey, how did you get signed in Nigeria? My agency actually found me on Instagram, which is where a lot of agencies will find you nowadays. So make sure that your page is clean and presentable. I would recommend using your actual name or your, let's say like stage name, for example, as your Instagram name. So if you take the model Slick Woods, for example, you probably know her real name isn't Slick Woods, but that's the name that she gave herself. That's the name that she gave herself for modeling, and that's the name that she sticks with. Let's see. So my first tip was to utilize local photographers. In here, I put the @names. I'm pretty sure you guys can't even see it, but I'll link the @names below. I put the @names of the people that I've shot with and people that I think would be a great candidate for you to shoot with if you're in North Carolina. I'm not going to go ahead and list all of them because, like I said, I'll put them down below. But those are great photographers if you're seeking like agency quality photography. There's a certain look that agencies are looking for, and it's that editorial look, really. Beauty work is good too. I recommend that, like if that's the type of modeling that you want to do. But editorial is really good and I really recommend that. So the first question that I would get a whole lot is, how do you book jobs? So I said, Follow pages in your area specifically for castings. If you're into runway, most major cities in all states have a fashion week. CTM Castings on Instagram posts a lot of model calls and castings in the Southeast. This is an extremely great resource for aspiring models who are trying to get their foot in the door. And no, you don't necessarily have to be 5'9" plus for girls or 6 feet for guys, depending on the show. Not even every New York, Paris, and Milan show requires you to be tall. The industry is in fact changing, but while it is, it can be hard to find runways that will allow you to walk if you're under industry height. Please keep on trying and don't get discouraged. I also said to look at tags on Instagram. Hashtags are great. Hashtag New York Fashion Week castings. Hashtag model calls. If you're a North Carolina model like myself, hashtag North Carolina models. See what other models are doing, see who they're working with, and book those photographers. So I recommend that for everybody, because another, feedback that I've been getting was, well, I don't know any photographers in my area. Hashtag use Instagram. If you're in Detroit, hashtag Detroit photographers. Hashtag Long Island photographers. Hashtag San Diego photographers. You'll find somebody, and more than likely you'll find somebody within your budget too. Try to find a mother agency before you shoot for those super big agencies. Granted, those super big agencies can be good for you and they can help you, but I would recommend a mother agent in your area, especially for somebody like myself who lives in North Carolina where the fashion state isn't that big. Another thing I would recommend is getting digitals taken. Digitals are just regular photos of you, hair tied back, hair out as well so they can see your natural hair, no makeup. Same thing for guys, of course. No makeup guys, no makeup girls. Ladies, you can wear heels in these digitals. You don't necessarily have to. To start, I would say just like regular white t-shirt, blue jeans, or all black for guys and girls. Ladies, feel free to wear heels if you would like to. If you would like, I would say also take some swimsuit digitals so that, if you're submitting to agencies, they can really see your frame. Most of the time that's not recommended unless you're submitting to like Miami Swim Week. Other than that, they just want to see your frame and how you look at your most natural. They're just looking for your natural beauty, that's all. How do I walk? Okay, there was a video that I actually watched that I'll link down below as well. I'm linking so many stuff down below today, sorry. It's just like so much information at one time. But I watched the video to learn how to walk, which I need to watch again because my walk has gotten kind of ugly. I don't know where I left off because my camera totally cut off on me, but I'm gonna go back to talking about modeling. Like, I've gotten a camera because I couldn't really afford to pay photographers $150, $100, $200. Granted, it might not be that much money to some, but I sometimes had a lot going on between work. So when I ended up getting a lot of money at one point, because I sold a painting for a lot of money, I ended up just buying my own camera, and I bought my own lens, and I've been planning to like do my own shoots. Granted, I haven't had much time between school and work, but I do graduate next semester and my exams are next week, which is why I have time to do this video today. So I'm planning on doing my own shoots. I've been super booked up and I'm grateful for it though, so I'm not taking any more bookings for the month of December. And yeah, I'll make another video later. I'll let you guys vote on like Instagram or something. So yeah, follow me on Instagram. Thank you so much for watching. I know this is probably really long, but thank you.